In this video, I detail how I approach 75 hard on the road, from my nutrition and what I ate to fitting in my workouts in unfamiliar places and scenarios. Stick around to the end of this video because I'm going to give you 3 tips on how to succeed when you do 75 hard on the road. What's going on, everyone? My name is Nick and welcome to my channel where I help you carve your own path by building a high performance mindset. Recently I was on the road a little bit, and not to mention in the midst of 75 hard. If you've done this program, you're considering doing it, or you're in the midst of it yourself, you know how hard this can be even when you're in your element, let alone traveling. But today I'm going to show you that it can be done. First, I'm going to show you how I approach my nutrition, my workouts, and everything that encompasses 75 hard, just to give you some inspiration and maybe some ideas that'll help you if you find yourself traveling while doing 75 hard. Then stick around to the end of this video where I'll give you my top 3 tips for success in 75 hard while you're traveling. Make no mistake, this was very simple, but not easy. It was simple in the sense that all you really need to do is pre-plan and schedule a little bit for both your meals and your workouts. Now keep in mind, I approached this trip with 2 main objectives: to make it both economical and practical. That said, prior planning, discipline, and diligence is key. I arrived pretty late in the evening on the first day and consumed all my food for the day. So the first thing I did was went to the grocery store so I could get a jump start on planning my next meals for the next day. I prepped most of my food either that night or the following morning, just so I could pack it in my lunchbox and not have to worry about it the rest of the day. Here are a few things from the haul that I purchased just to get me started for the week. Keep in mind, I brought a few of these things from home just so I could make it more economical and use the food that I already had. In addition to going to the grocery store, the other thing that I did that next morning was I took advantage of what they had for breakfast at the hotel. If you're anything like me, you know that what they have at the hotel breakfast isn't usually your everyday breakfast. But again, we're going for success here on 75 hard from both an economical and practical standpoint. So we're using what we have here at our disposal, especially if it's free or included in your hotel stay. I started my morning here with my regular coffee with about 100 milliliters of a Vanilla Quest shake for some creamer. Then went on to the breakfast, which included quite a few things that I got from the hotel. For breakfast, it was 2 hard-boiled eggs, 1 bagel, and 1 ounce of cream cheese. Again, this is far from my normal breakfast on 75 hard, but again, we're trying to make do with what we have here. Plus, getting a meal from the hotel is a no-brainer from the economic standpoint. Now, after breakfast, my first mid-morning snack was just a combination of oats and protein powder. Super easy to both pack in a lunchbox and eat on the spot. This is more of a staple in my regular breakfast anyway, so it was much easier to plan for and prepare. When it was time for lunch, I had my basic staples here of what I usually eat on a daily basis: 56 grams of Dave's Killer bread, 100 grams of turkey lunch meat, some sliced peaches, 1 ounce of mixed nuts, and some mixed vegetables. Real quick, I just want to say, if you're getting any value right now, go ahead and give me a like. And if you have any questions at all regarding 75 hard or my approach to the program in general, go ahead and drop it below in the comments and I'll be sure to respond to any question that you may have. Now, after lunch, I had snack 2, which was very easy to prep and easy to pack in a lunchbox and take on the go. This snack was 1 ounce of mixed nuts, 100 grams of an orange that I got from the hotel, and 1 scoop of a protein shake. A pretty simple and standard snack with protein, carbs, and fats. Now, dinner was back at the hotel and it was very similar to what I eat on a daily basis anyways, so again, it makes sense from a practical standpoint. Here I had a steamable bag of cauliflower and broccoli, 5 ounces of chicken, a little bit of seasoning, and sweet potato with a little bit of honey on top. Just keep in mind that I pre-measured all of my food so I know exactly how many carbs, protein, and fat I need to eat on a daily basis. Now, if you're doing 75 hard and you're not following a specific macronutrient eating plan, then you may or may not have to measure as precisely as I'm doing it. That's just my plan and my approach. Finally, my last snack of the evening was a little peach Greek yogurt, 3 rice cakes, and about 42 grams of chocolate peanut butter. A very simple and easy snack to make. So as far as fitting your workouts in while you're traveling, it's just not an excuse to say you don't have time or you can't do them. You can always either get up a little earlier or stay up a little later to get them done. The main thing I want you to remember here when we're talking about the workouts is just use what you have. You don't have to create this elaborate workout. The gym at the hotel I'd stayed at removed all their weights, so there weren't any dumbbells or anything like that to use. They did have a few cardio machines though, so I did this little workout. I went ahead and did as many rounds as possible in 45 minutes, run for 5 minutes on the treadmill, then hop off 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, and I'll repeat that same cycle for 45 minutes. Simple and effective. For my second workout later in the day, I got outside and did a little interval walking and jogging. I did a simple run 2 minutes, walk 1 minute, and repeat for 45 minutes. Finally, to close out the first day, I consumed my gallon of water and finished the first book that I was reading, so I went ahead and jumped into my second. So far, the reading in this program is probably one of the best aspects. It's really forced me to pick up those books that I've wanted to read, but I never held myself accountable enough to actually read them. This part has definitely been a game changer in exploring new subjects and just building the knowledge to help build you up. Now, as promised, I want to give you my top 3 tips for success when it comes to 75 hard while traveling. The first tip is to plan ahead. First thing, pack your staples from home. Anything that you have that you can take on the road with you, take those to make it easier for you when you get to your destination. Then go to the grocery store to fill in any holes that you may have in your nutrition to help you succeed in the coming days. The second tip for success on 75 hard while traveling is to stay hydrated. Without question here, you should definitely keep a large water bottle with you to help eliminate multiple times of filling up this same water bottle. Like I mentioned on my previous 75 hard video, the bigger the bottle you have, the less times you have to fill it up. Traveling can be very unpredictable, so build your environment to create success for you. Don't create an environment filled with resistance that pulls you back from achieving your goals. And the third and final tip for success on 75 hard while traveling is to use what you have and keep it simple. If your hotel has a gym, work out there, maybe in your room, but if worse comes to worse, just do both your workouts outside. You don't have to have this elaborate workout. As you saw, I did some very simple workouts that got the job done. And the same thing goes for your nutrition. If your hotel has some breakfast, go ahead and take some of those items to plug into your day. If I can do this, you can definitely do this just as easily. Now, if you want more content on building a high-performance mindset and lifestyle development, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Hit that notification bell, and I'll be sure to notify you anytime that I release a new video. Thanks for watching.